Good morning and welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here today. I'm Sarah. I'm the champion of enthusiasm with She Tries.
And I'm Angie Click, and I am your champion of confidence.
So, we're here today to talk about the exciting news of the She Tries expansion into Winterville, North Carolina. And on this call are a bunch of community leaders and people excited about this event and helping us make it happen. So, we'd love for all of you to introduce yourselves, and then we'll get into why Winterville is so special.
Let's start with Tony since he's spearheading all of this.
Okay, so my name's Tony Parker, and I am your champion of enthusiasm for the Winterville She Tries event.
Tell us who you are, Tony. Tell us what you do.
Oh, what do I do? I'm a community activist, community organizer. I work for the city of Greenville as a neighborhood liaison in community development. Um, I got involved in this because I had attended a Ramblin' Rose event with my wife Delia, and she just finished up the Chapel Hill event for She Tries and volunteered at the finish line and was so thrilled with that, decided right then and there that we needed to have a She Tries in Winterville, North Carolina. We needed something east of I-95.
Right.
I realize that these events are just so very empowering, not only for women but for their spouses and their brothers and fathers and the whole community. And what we've developed is a steering committee that's very diverse and very energized and ready to get this going. Ricky Hines, I'm pleased to say the mayor of Winterville is behind us all the way, and he has been a great partner in helping push this forward. Terry Parker, the town manager of Winterville, is also involved, and she's very enthusiastic, as is everybody. We have Dion Evans on our phone call here today. Delia's here with us, Diane White and Sinadra. So we're thrilled. We're really jazzed up about this. It's an event that was a small seed, a small idea that's turning into a blossoming oak tree, and we'll have roots for the next several years.
Awesome. Thank you, Tony. Diane, how about you go next?
All right. So I'm Diane White. I am the Winterville Parks and Recreation Director. So I used to actually run years ago. After I had my second child, I kind of lingered off of that, but actually trying to get back into running. So this I'm actually looking forward to try to, motivate me to get back into it.
Relate. Oh, yeah, we can relate to that.
Yeah. All right, Sinadra, let's hear from you.
Hi, I'm Sinadra Dillard, the Director of Sports Development for Play Greenville NC Sports, also known as the Greenville Pitt County Sports Commission, which is a subset of Visit Greenville, the local tourism office here for Pitt County. I have been in this role for about 2.5 years. I'm from Greenville, Pitt County area, and I'm just so excited for this event. I mean, I love for what it stands for, and just, offering that opportunity to the women here. So I am a past runner and currently getting back into running. So definitely with Diane on using this to feel some motivation to be consistent and, hopefully find myself a runner again. So very excited.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for giving us your time. All right, let's go to Ricky. We're going to save you for last because I just feel like we're going to save the best for last. But Delia, can we hear from you and can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Delia Parker, and I am Tony Parker's wife. And I have been doing some triathlons, mini triathlons since 2013, and up in the Winston-Salem, North Carolina area. And when I moved to Greenville, we didn't have any around here to do like the mini sprints. And so we would go to the Chapel Hill and do them there. And I'm so excited that this is coming here because it just is a great experience to see like you can actually accomplish these each one of these sports when you're doing it. And there's the community being engaged with it is just so encouraging to one another. People are just, I think, in awe that they can finally have confidence that they're doing it.
Yeah, well, we just saw you really, I mean, just crush the course in Chapel Hill. So you're a great person to have on board, and having Tony, dance at the finish line was just the icing on the cake there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. I think he
So
might even be more than a champion of enthusiasm. He's like a champion of, I don't even know what yet. We'll find it.
Head cheerleader.
Yeah, we'll find a good.
yeah.
All right. And Terry, can we hear from you next?
Good morning. I'm Terry Parker. I am not Tony's wife. And I am the town manager of Winterville. I am not a runner. However, Delia really pumped me up in our meeting saying that women from all backgrounds and of all ages can participate. So I'm going to try to do something. I don't know what yet, but I'm very excited to have you all come to Winterville and have such an inspiring event happen right here, and something we can all be a part of.
All right.
Terry, we know you can do
it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You just got to get started. All right, Dion, we'd love to hear from you next.
Good morning. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So I'm driving this morning, but so I live in Greenville. I have been a longtime Greenville resident. I own a fitness studio called East Carolina Cycling and Fitness. I'm the only official spinning facility in Pitt County. In addition to that, my background is I've never done a triathlon before, but I admire triathletes. I have been doing marathons. I got 14 marathons under my belt, 2 Bostons under my belt. I'm pretty proud of that. Cycling, I do lots of like centuries and all sorts of good stuff. But I'm so happy to be a part of this, and I really, really hope that my place can be one of those places that the women can say, you know what? I was really nervous and I was really scared, but there's this place in Greenville, and Dion and her staff, they helped me gain that confidence. They helped me train, and now I'm ready. So I want to be there to kind of help people get there, get to the start line, get through the race, and feel good about themselves, and in the process have a good time at my facility, because I think my facility is great. So there, that's why I'm here.
Love it. Thank you. All right, Mayor, let's hear from you.
Well, good morning to everyone. My name is Ricky Hines. I'm Mayor of Winterville, and I'm just so excited to have this event. Came to me, talked to me about it, kind of explained to me about first the Rambling Rose, and then he said, well, of course, now it's changing to She Try. And I was pumped about it, because it's a great way to showcase Winterville, but also Pitt County as a whole. I think it'd be a great economic driver for Pitt County. But we have a saying in Winterville, a slice of the good life. And I think the She Try will fit right in with that, because we want to make sure that everybody has access to everything. And, all shapes, sizes, ethnicities, however you say it. But it's a great time where everybody can just get together and bond. And, you're a winner just by being out there. It ain't no losers in this right here. You're competing against yourself, but it's just what we do here in Winterville. And we don't look at winners and losers. We look at a community that wants to pull together. So, so we're excited. We want to make sure this is a great event that will be around for years and years, and grow and grow and grow. Hopefully that we can have some stuff that that the family can come in. You can bring your family and participate the night before the race. I get around and talk to the restaurants and all that. So Diane told me to make sure y'all have plenty of carbs, pastas, pasta special.
Thank you so much. You guys have put in so much work, you, Tony, this whole team, and I mean, just everything from helping determine the course and the partners and what all it's going to take to make it happen. We can't thank you enough. This has probably been one of the most welcoming, if not the most welcoming communities we've ever worked with to put on one of our events. You are an example and set the bar now. So if you could train other municipalities on how to bring us in, that'd be awesome. We'd love that.
Yes. I mean,
We'll clone ourselves and go out for hire, right?
Okay, yes, there you go. There you go. So let's get started with our questions that we know our general audience is going to want to know and that we think you have some awesome answers for. But I think we should start with the mayor, right, with this one. So why is the city of Winterville a great location for us to put on our event?
well, we're a very small, quaint little town, and we're a family. As I said earlier, Winterville was a family, and you're going to feel that family type atmosphere. We're champions. We can. It's winning and losing. It's just being together, and togetherness is what we foster here in Winterville.
Thank you.
So one of the biggest questions that we get asked, and I think we asked ourselves at first, is where is Winterville?
Okay, Winterville is it's right outside of Greenville. You don't know whether you're in Greenville or Winterville because we run right together. But we're just south of Greenville. So, and we're between Greenville and Ayden, North Carolina. So, if pretty much that's how you can put it. Terry, maybe you can help me out on that. Give them a definite answer on that.
Well, I don't know if anybody has heard of Pitt Community College, but we're the home of Pitt Community College. We actually, though our corporate limits touch Greenville, we like to say we are the main town in Pitt County, but we are right here. And also, for some reason, everybody associates Winterville with the Dixie Queen restaurant. I don't know if anybody's heard of that, but nonetheless, we are an up and coming, growing very quickly community that believes in quality of life for the residents and people who visit here. So that's where we are and why everyone should come here.
Well, I think you guys need to put together a restaurant list for us.
Yeah.
Angie and I need to check off some places to visit when we come.
Dixie Queen is a premier seafood restaurant that's just wonderful. And if you can add also geographically, Winterville is pretty much in the center of eastern North Carolina. So if you take I-95 east, we're right in the center of that area.
Okay. All right. Good to know. I'm geographically challenged, so all of this is helping me get myself together on that.
Okay, so Tony, we think this is a question for you. What makes the course unique? What's the terrain? Do we pass anything neat along the way? What can you just tell us a little bit more about the course that you guys have developed?
This course is designed, it's a flat course, relatively flat. So anybody who's experienced is going to have a PR. I promise a PR for most people who do this one. It's when I say simple, I don't mean it's simplistic, but it's an easy course for beginners also. The beauty of it is we're going to be going by several historic houses and historic churches. The runners and the cyclists will be passing by the Winterville Depot. There's a little park there and an elementary school. And then when they go out into the county, they're going to see the beauty of Pitt County and all the agricultural areas that we have around there. We've got a gorgeous horse farm along the route. And the horses may gallop along with the riders. It's kind of fun to ride out there. As a cyclist, we've ridden out there many a time. The woodlands are beautiful. That time of year in October, you're going to see the harvesting being done with the crops. It's almost Disney-esque when you get out into the county. And then you come back into the Winterville area and you go right down Church Street. Church Street, named for the church, of course. There's the historic church, and you see a lot of beautiful houses that have been restored or in the process. And the community they're always out there waving at you as you go by. So I really think, to tie into what Ricky was saying, the course is something that the community is going to buy into, and we're going to see a lot of participation, a lot of which was word observers, not observers, but people out there just waving and what have you, and being a part of it. Even if they're not participating, the spectators be out there, and I think that's an important part for the runners and the cyclists, also, and the swimmers, the triathletes. Having the spectators cheering them on really means a lot to everybody. Anybody who's done a race knows that when you think you're about to die and there's that little kid going, that's what makes it special. And we will have people just lined up. It's going to be wonderful.
So I hear flat, I hear riding with horses, and I hear
awesome
amazing spectators.
Sign me up.
Sounds like a win.
That sounds great.
All right. Senior, we think this is a good question for you. If participants travel to Winterville, what else should they do while they're in town? And kind of a side note to that is, do you think it's best for a girls' weekend, or should they bring their families?
Gosh, there's so many things to do in that area. And I know we've already listed that restaurants are a huge part of Winterville. One restaurant that comes to mind is Main and Mill, which is oysters. It's great seafood. Obviously, seafood seems to be a common theme here with Dixie Queen, but definitely the food. There's a great brewery scene. There's walkability, and I know people will be outside, they'll be running, but I definitely think it's a family environment. You come with your family, there's something for every age, whether it's mom and dad, or mom and mom, or their children, or their grandparents, or friends and people that come with them. I think there's truly something for everyone here in Pitt County, and specifically Winterville. So I think there's good times, there's good food, get outside, and I am excited to see this event in action, to showcase what everything that Winterville has to offer. So super excited. I think you're muted.
Yeah, we were debating if we were asking a silly question or not. So here in South Carolina, where we're based in Charleston, we don't have a lot of leaves changing color. Is that something we can expect to see at that time of year in Winterville?
Yes.
Nice.
Fabulous. What else is there any other final points that maybe Diane wants to share, or any of you feel like we need to make sure we get out to our ladies? So we do have a lot who love to travel from Charleston. We're hoping to bring up a contingency from this area and just attract some new people from the region. Thank you. And anything else we need to know? We're so excited.
One thing to kind of add about, whether or not to do, bring the families or even make it a girls' weekend. So one thing that we do is like a summer concert series or a movie in the park series that normally we start from June through October. So with that, we could actually normally do a Friday night, but we could probably move it to a Saturday night, since everyone wants to go to sleep early Friday because they're gonna have to get up early. So could do like a concert Saturday. Hey, that's almost like a celebration for just completing it. That way you could either do families or girls weekend, and then having maybe partnering with the local breweries as well. So kind of having even with we have a local coffee shop, that's something in the morning, get your coffee, and then see the downtown area, and then later on Main and Mill, and then go hit up the concert, and then just see Winterville in general, even like our local parks too. And I know we had mentioned in a meeting earlier about like a sunrise yoga. So that's one thing, that would be awesome to add, especially if, not many people have done that. We actually have a really awesome instructor. We even had the mayor. He took it a couple times. And he can actually chime in on that of on what he thought about it. But she's just awesome, and it's she will just explain to everybody that yoga, for one thing, anybody can take it. It doesn't matter skill level.
Yeah, and I'll vouch for Franny also. Billy and I take yoga with Franny, and Ricky. We twisted his arm. He came and he took yoga, and he's doing yoga with us. So
Yes.
the other thing I'd like to add about Winterville is you ask family or girls' weekend. The area is really conducive to both. I think if it's a girls' weekend, you're going to have a great time. Family weekend, same thing. There's plenty of opportunities for both type of events. I just say come join us and find out what Winterville's all about, because once you come here once, you'll come back.
Oh yeah, you're gonna want to move here.
I was just thinking that. So, what is the population of Winterville?
11,000.
Okay,
Somewhere.
that's close to you said 7,000?
11,000.
11,000. Okay, all right. I grew up in a really small town that was about half that size, so I was just trying to gauge it from that. Well,
And along with the population of Winterville, East Carolina University is in Greenville, North Carolina, which we're right next door to each other. And our population here is about 87,500.
okay,
So
wow,
we if you're looking for a base, we've got a pretty good base around in Pitt County.
gotcha. Awesome. Well, this has been really special. I can't tell you how excited we are. Angie and I are packing our bags already. We want to come right now. We'll plan a visit to come meet you guys well before the event and put on an info session, and we'll get all those details worked out. But you guys are awesome. We really appreciate you taking the time to do this call with us this morning and all the work you've done leading up to now.
Ricky, what was the town slogan again, one more time?
A slice of the good life.
Love it. Okay.
Well,
We're going to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you.
Thank you all